wanted to thank some of my newest subscribers tonight, and I also wanted to express my thanks for those subscriptions, of course. But I also wanted to express something which has been on my mind, of course, all along. I didn't want to give the impression that I have lost all hope for everything that's going to happen here. And of course, I'd like to encourage people to take part in the democratic process, as far as there is still some resemblance of it. I think everyone should do their part, and it can't hurt anything. Certainly, it can't hurt anything. So as long as everyone is still trying, that's a good thing. My own long range and philosophical thoughts on that are probably more bleak than the rest of society, but that's neither here nor there. That shouldn't discourage you from actually participating and at least trying to change things. What you need to realize, though, is that you can't change things just by watching people like us on YouTube. You need to look at the issues. You need to do your own research, and it's very encouraging because I got some emails from some very young people, and they are actually doing their own research, and that's a really great thing. And the campaign season is already in full swing at this point. And all I could tell you is, from my experience, all campaign speeches, even for your favorite candidate, they all look great. What you need to do is you need to do your own research, and you need to look at their actual voting records on the issues that you identify with. And one of those websites where you can go to in order to find out how your, let's say, favorite candidate actually voted on certain issues is a website called ProjectVoteSmart.org. So I'm going to be putting up a link to this. Any congressional member can be looked up on that site. And the history goes back for quite a number of years. For some of the members, well, it depends on how long that member of Congress has actually been in office or re-elected. But for those who have been there, the voting record goes back basically 6 or 8 years. For some of them, longer, much longer. And so you can look it up, and it pays to check that out. So don't listen to campaign commercials, these little sound bites on television in terms of speeches given, or these little debates on TV sponsored by the major networks they're basically just sound bites, and you're not gonna find anything out. Everyone at this point is essentially pandering, and probably including your most favorite candidate. And you just need to really check out for yourself where these people stand on certain issues, and then vote with your conscience if you believe that is what you should do, and that it will make a difference. Now, one point I'd like to mention, of course, is, I've, over the years, have lost a little bit of faith in the entire election process here. That would be a whole nother video, of course. But what people need to realize, especially in this country, is just because a nation has scheduled elections doesn't mean necessarily that those elections are fair or that your vote is being counted. And so you have to keep that in mind in case something so ridiculous happens that everyone essentially starts laughing, like many people in East Germany did when people were going to the polls and they voted, and either they were asked to vote for a party. Well, it was basically a one-party system. So you need to keep that in mind, and but keep trying what you do. I will do the same, and that's all we can do outside of other measures, and those won't be too comfortable in the future. And the whole nation is divided, including the military. I've had letters from active duty members in the military to my videos actually agreeing with me, and so the military is not monolithic. And we're living in difficult times, and so we all have to do our part, and hopefully it will turn out to be some great big disaster in the future, but that is a possibility. And so it's time to get serious, folks. It's really time to get serious, because events have a way of overtaking history, if you know what I mean. And thanks for listening, and thanks for paying attention to these issues, at least. It's fine to look at YouTube videos, just for entertainment, but I just have the feeling that there are a lot of young people out there who want something else. I'm getting quite a few responses. It's strange, There seems to be a need out there, and I guess if that is the case, then some of us can provide that, because certainly the major networks aren't doing it. And so thanks for listening, and just keep passing on the message. We want everything to turn out well, but history has shown that that is not always the case. Thanks. Good night.